Step two, okay? The form site we're going to use for the accountability process that I enjoy is jotform.com, jotform.com. You can 100% use this free service. You do not have to buy extra forms. You can have up to 5 forms completely free, up to 500 submissions completely free, and then it will continue to allow you to submit forms. It will just take off the bottom half or bottom of those. So if you get to 501, it takes off the first one, and you can so on and so forth. The cost of Jotform is dirt. So eventually, if you do apply this process to your agency, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Jotform. So maybe something you end up wanting to purchase in the future. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you how to actually get signed up and how to import a form to get yourself rocking. Okay. So first things first, you see up here on the screen, let me get this thing shared, is jotform.com. All you have to do, let me bring this up to the screen. I'm professional with the side of my face. Okay, so we have jotform.com up. All we're going to do is simply hit sign up for free. It's going to bring up the ability to sign up. We're going to choose a random email. And for right now, we'll just use one I don't believe I've used before for Jotform, but let's see what it says. We hit email. That email's already in the what other emails we could possibly use. We have lots of emails going on. You know what? I know one I just created. So I'm going to use my email. I'm going to continue. I'm going to put my name in here. Y'all know it. If you don't, I'm Justin Parker. Meet you. I'm going to choose my last name. Don't make fun of me. And then I'm going to choose my password. I'm going to hit agree. So as I sign up, boom, done. That's easy. I just got a Jotform account. You can handle that. I promise you. If you can't, then this isn't for you. So I'm going to hit save. Okay. Create my first form. I'm going to X this out because I want to show you exactly what you need to do. Because inside of the web page below this video is going to be a link. And that's what you're going to click on. So I'm on my create form. I'm going to come here and let's pretend you go and copy that link and paste. When you paste that link, it's going to bring you to this. I'm going to copy this URL up here. I'm going to hit Command C because I have an iMac. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come back to here and I'm going to hit create form. When I hit create form, it's going to give me multiple options. I can start from scratch. I can use a template. I can import the form, or I can create a signable document. I'm going to hit import form. I'm going to do it from a web page. Why? Because I just went and grabbed the URL from my other screen. All I do is simply paste that URL, which is the form that is already templated out for you, and I'm going to hit create form. Here's what we got. It's bringing me to my form. It already says clone of agency daily stats form. I'm going to edit that and delete that. If you want to put your agency name at the top, cool. If you want to customize the colors of this, cool. Whatever you want to do. If you want to customize the colors, it's over here. You can change it to this color. You can change it to this color. I really don't give a shit. I just want you to enjoy yourself. Welcome page. If I click on this, it's going to give me the welcome page that's currently built out for this. If you wanted to add a picture, you could. You can barely see it because I changed the color. Or you want no picture, you can take off the picture. Doesn't matter to me. This thing right now has 8 questions. When we click inside of this, we start to edit the questions. Okay, so name of person, aka your salesperson, is going to click on the link and fill out this form. The date of production. So let's actually add this of production, because the last thing we want is someone not doing their job form or their accountability form the day of. This is not hey, do it when you have time. It's, hey, if you're leaving for the day, I need this done. I need this done because it's your job to listen to my instruction. I need this done because you don't get to forget to do your job every day. Do I need to expand? I don't know. Maybe I don't, but here we go. So now we go to outbound dials. 0 out of 100. Okay. You can change this on your own form. If you want it to be 60, 76, whatever. I don't care. Change the form. Quoted households. How many out of 4? They're simply going to type in their number, but 4 is what's on this form right now. And now we have quoted household detail. Every single household they quote is going to be what they put inside of here. Okay. So also think about this. What is a quoted household has to be clearly defined and delivered to your staff. For example, in my agency, a quoted household does not count if it's an internet lead that we have not talked to, not done a presentation for, and we just emailed a quote. Okay, that doesn't count. You don't get to put that in here. Don't bring me dumb shit. A quoted household that goes inside of here is someone that you talked to, built rapport with, talked about liability, did a presentation, got an objection, and then determined a result. Okay, so you can always edit what's in these columns. Okay, so right now I have full name, lead source, number of policies quoted, detailed notes, what workflows applied, did they get opted into hearsay? I'll show you what this looks like here in a second. But if you wanted to edit this, you click on properties, you go to fields, and you can change any field you want inside of here. You can make it a drop down, you can make it a text box, you can choose how you want to actually play with this thing. Okay. So we get done with that. Get back up here, X this out. We scroll down. Now we have talk time out of 180 minutes. Again, if you wanted to change that, you could edit that. And then we have items sold. Last question. Anything you want us to know about today? This can always be your choice. If you don't like this, you can just delete it. Okay. This gives an opportunity for people to explain what happened for the day. What I can tell you is when this question does exist, it is a place for excuses to be put. So if you start to see that with your staff, you need to course correct them and say, this is not what this is for. I want you to address anything you feel like I need to know. I don't need to know why you didn't do your job. Okay, do your job. But if there's something you feel like needs to be discussed, maybe this is somewhere you can put that in. So now it's built in my new JotForm account. If I want to go visually see it, I can click on publish. It's going to show me the actual link. I can copy that link, or I can simply say, all right, let's check it out. So every single day in my theoretical agency, once I have this done, I send this URL to my staff and I say, hey, every day before you leave, I want you to fill this out. They're going to hit start. They're going to put their name in. Put my name in. I'm going to hit next. What's the date of production? So today's date is December 5th. I simply can click this and say, or 6th, can't read. Then I'm going to say outbound dials. I'm going to go to my RingCentral. I'm going to go to my Avaya. I'm going to go to my Lightspeed. I'm going to go wherever. I'm going to pull the data for myself. If you say, well, my team can't, you need to figure it out. Okay. I don't want to give them admin rights. I need to get a new team member. Okay. Trust is key here. So somehow they need to get the data. I don't give a shit. If it doesn't work for you and you need someone to feed them the data, whatever. But here we go. So let's say I got 86 outbound phone calls. And then I move into quoted households. Let's say I got 3. Now I'm going to fill out the information. First quoted household name, Joe Schmo. Where'd he come from? EverQuote. EsserQuote. EverQuote. Number of policies quoted. Let's say I only quoted Joe 1 policy. Red flag. Detailed notes. What are you going to get a lot here? Too high. If I ask you, is that a detailed note? The answer is no. Okay. You get to determine what you want to get back from your staff. I would highly suggest you get very, very detailed notes. Whatever's put in the lead manager, whatever CRM you're using should be easily be copied and pasted inside here. What workflow is applied? We'll say we have a quoted household workflow inside of lead manager. And did I opt into hearsay? I'm going to say yes for this guy. Let's move to the next one. Susie Boozy. Okay. Boozy's wife. Lead source would be, let's say, Colin, Google. And now we're going to say we quoted her 2 policies. We did a better job. Oh, shit. Go back. 2 policies. We did a better job with 2 policies. And then we're going to say, did not qualify. Okay. And obviously we want to know why, but we're not going to have everything here. So we're going to say we put this person on an X date workflow and we did not opt him into hearsay. We failed. AKA red flag. Let's figure out what's going on. Finally, last one, Jim. He was a NetQuote. Anybody remember that company? Quoted 1 policy. Let's say they just leave that out. And then we're going to say they leave that out and they leave that out. That's something you need to address because you deserve to have a fully filled out form. I hit next. How many talk time? I go to my phone system. I say I got 176 minutes. Ooh, almost got there. Didn't quite get there. And then items sold, I got 0. Once I hit next, do I need to know anything? I don't. I hit submit. Where does that go? It's going to go to the account holder's email. Could you edit and change that? The answer is yes. So if I go back to my builder and I go to settings and I click on emails, I can choose where this email is going to go. I can only send it to 1 email though if I'm on the free account. So if I'm not the person that I'm going to be, holding these people accountable, I can click this and I can change this to that single maybe sales manager or whoever's going to handle and input these job forms. When a form comes into you, it comes in your email via PDF, whatever email is here. It's saved. And it's also going to go into your inbox inside your JotForm account. So if I come back to JotForm and I click on this, it takes me back. I can see now that I have, I have 1 submission. If I want to look at the submissions, I can do via inbox or via submissions. Inbox is a little cleaner visual, so I like to use inbox. So I click on inbox. I can now see this is the form that got submitted to me. If we're looking at our accountability measures in place, did they hit 2 of 4 activity requirements, or do I need to have a conversation of accountability? Outbound dials, 10 over, achieved. Quoted households, 1 under, not achieved. I can see all the notes that happened. I come down here. not achieve, not achieve. AKA something has to happen because the base of accountability is consequences. It doesn't mean, I mean, it can mean if you want to do this. Do I go to Justin and say, hey man, what happened yesterday? Oh man, just didn't get the job done. Okay, cool. Let's get it done next time. Wow, sure, that's an impactful conversation. If that's what's happening inside your agency, sign up for the standard. Let's fix that shit. But here, think about this. As a manager, as an agency owner, I now know exactly what happened in Justin's day. Okay, I don't care about anything else. I care about what was done. But I had a person come sit down. All of those excuses that you allow and tolerate are the reason you're not hitting your VC number. Promise you. Or the reason you're not achieving what the full potential of your LFP is. Promise you. And then it becomes what? A coaching opportunity. And we're going to get to what that looks like inside the coaching video. But this is essentially the basis of getting your job form set up and what actually happened, right? It's going to come to my email. I'm going to have an opportunity to see this. If I have 6 LFPs, I'm going to get 6 job forms every single day. And you're going to say, well, they got to input it. Yes, they do. Because what you want, what happens when someone self-reports something? They're aware, and you get to see how they respond to a negative or failed task. They send you a failed job form and there's no conversation or setup for you, they don't give a shit. Either they don't give a shit, they don't respect you, or they don't care. There's no other justification. Or the fourth one could be you don't have any reprimand or consequences in place, so why would they care? What if they don't do their job, and all they get is a little, hey, do better, then what happens? Nothing. They can just do whatever they want, and justifiably so. The key to this whole thing, and every single thing that comes out of my mouth, is we must take responsibility, self-responsibility for how our business is ran, how profitable it is, and what activities happen every day inside of this. So you follow this video, you have a job form set up. You imported the form so you know exactly what it looks like. You edited the form to make sure it looks like what you want it to look like. You submitted a test submission so you can see how the delivery is. And now we're off and running. We're moving into video number 3 or 4. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And we'll see you next time.